Almost 2:30, 16 degrees outside. We're at Castle Caldwell Forest and County Fermanagh, not far from Balleek. And a wee interesting thing here, do you see this gate lodge as you go in? That ain't the gate lodge. You think it's a gate lodge, but as you actually look at it closely, it took me a while to... They're building a new house. I noticed that about 1 or 2 years ago. They're building a new house in the field next to here. And the garden's flat to the main road. But at the very end of the garden is a railway bridge where the road went over the railway line. And that's what dawned on me then. You see there? That's the railway bridge. So you have this wee house built next to the railway line bridge to make it look like a gate lodge. So on this day you would have had would have been steel, or what would it have been? But the actual bridge went over that. They probably took it away then because of height restrictions. But so I don't know if anybody actually lived in that wee house as a gate lodge, or where it was just built the same time as the bridge. It's all the same, built the same time like. So the whole thing's just decoration. Because all these big, I'll cut them trees down now, you know, you get a good view of the railway line. Maybe we'll come back here and climb up there, Lena. Do you know what, I might just go in here now and climb up that line. I see me getting bogged in here now. Hold on there a wee minute, Lena. Hold on 1 wee minute, I check this out here. I'm not too long, Pet. Too close to the road for you. Hold on. That wee house up there was lying ruined. That was a wee workers' house at one time. Forestry. But seems they're fixing that up now as well. So there now you can see it's actually a railway line from here. The pedestrian way in there. Hey, look at that. What a handy wee spot to camp at night, wouldn't it? I've never gone to the forest the far side of the road. It says a car parked there. That must be a local boy. Might be worth checking that out. Oh, it's completely rusted away here now. Oh, another wee back door there too. But tell you what, can you imagine living in here, a train going past above your head? Wouldn't have been the quietest house, would it? So it's just a wee 2-floor house. The wall goes up higher along the top for decoration. But tell you what, quite a lot of wonders on it for a wee house. Oh, would that be another doorway or something going out there? It was all for decoration, the wonders, weren't they? But it makes you wonder with these steel bars on it. Maybe it was never lived in. Maybe it always had steel bars on it. It was always built to look like an old ruin. Oh, there's a tablet. I haven't noticed that. You wouldn't really read it now. I would only guess that house was built to look like a ruin, folly. No bars in them M windows. Unless it disappeared. So you think there'd be it does look like it was a window frame there, you know. And lost it. It has plaster, so maybe it was a house. It has plaster on the wall. You don't know these Victorians and all that. They're always trying to trick you. Back door. Hadn't much of a backyard, had they? Like that is the railway line now, like. See it coming down that banking. So the actual banking is more or less covering part of that wonder. If that was a wonder there, and there's the railway line. The grass would be covering your wonder, wouldn't it? And the grass grate. That's a bit of a narrow gauge railway line. It's right in the way when you're up here, but isn't it? There's that house over there now. A lot of brambles. So even if you're in the train, you'd actually have a wall there, like, pretty high. Hey, all these ones going to Bundoran, the wee Sunday school excursions, all trying to take a wee peek over, see if they see the big lodge house. I'm not going to go through the brambles. Now there was window frames there. You see there, the window frame. So it was a house. Oh, I can see the lead now up on the roof. There's a wee stripe of lead there. That's the ones we're living in here. Like how many trains passed, I don't know. But it's harder getting down. It's harder going down. Brambles sticking under me. See that there? Like, see that just rubbed the skinny there, like. Evil fine brambles. Well, that make a good Airbnb there, wouldn't it? What can you not hire that out for there? I wouldn't have looked right if it had steel. All these bridges usually steel, weren't they? Or else they had arches. That wasn't an arch bridge. But if they took steel on it, that would take away from the illusion of gate lodge. Don't think it's worthwhile going up that side, is it? It's going to be more brambles. If you don't know, like, you don't know. This side's actually easier. Should I come up this way? What I like about this old place here is the old church. There's nothing left of the house. The house is completely gone. It's there, but you don't see it. It's completely under now. But the house has deteriorated in its last 10-15 years. I'm not going to be line here. You see the top of the wee house now, the roof, like a wee castle and all. It's all done pretty, like. Sort of. That'd make a lovely wee holiday home. There's a car coming down now. Look at this car passes. I think, what's that maniac doing climbing up that bank in there? Oh, the car's pulling on. He sees a caravan coming. He's panicking. Oh my God, we're not going to get past. He doesn't really have point. So we'll head back down now. Some of these stones are still in pretty good condition, aren't they? I think some boys hand carving all of them. Oh. I've never walked this whole wood. It's boring. And the reason why it's boring is no wonder you get lost in here. I'm not surprised you get lost in here, isn't it? Hey, that's dumped there, you know. I'm taking that home there. Souvenir there. Souvenir. See, I got that polished up. I was thinking of camping here tonight, but I'm too early. And I might move on. I found a sign, Luna. Found a sign. Oh, where's my keys? There's a wee church down here. I know, I want to get yours shortly. Oh no. I've lost my keys. So there's the gateway just back there. There's the gateway. We see this wee church is. Church graveyard is. They watch I don't lose half the roof of the caravan on them trees. There's no information on it to say who's there or what's there, but I imagine the ones in the big house would be all buried in that graveyard. That's the forestry wee buildings down in there. There wee boys pulling to let me past. No seatbelt on, that's why that's pinging. Castle Caldwell Forest car park. So this lane would have gone down to their house originally, and this lane here would have went into the utility buildings. And just in the trees, the left hand side, there's, look at the church there now, you see the church in the graveyard, and that looks spectacular, doesn't it? The church is a ruin like. It's a lovely wee church. Very stormy here now. I brought all my stuff this weekend. I brought leggings, summer jackets, winter jackets, rain jackets. I had to bring everything because we're going to get everything. 1st of July. Now I noticed with this church the last time I was here, you see the buttress at the side? This church was starting to fall down even while they were still using it. It's fallen down to this side here. See the wall falling out, big crack. So that started to happen while the congregation was still going here. And there's an old man round the side. Here's an underground tomb here. So I'd imagine that monument at the top is on the roof of the tomb. There's no body in that monument. The body's underneath. So you can scrape back all them leaves and actually get the steps going down. But you see how solid the steel is in them doors here, like. But the age that is there, like that must be cast iron. That's a metal. That's probably leftover from the Titanic or something. Like that's probably older than Titanic, older. But so they put this buttress up here to help hold the wall up. This buttress over here has actually collapsed. See all the bits and pieces. So it would take a right bit to that to actually cup over and fall like that, wouldn't it? I like the dates. There's no one or nothing. 882 as his age. Not for the year. That'll be pretty clear writing there if it's pretty well cut. I just can't make out. 27. So I wonder are they buried here or is that just a memorial tablet? Like you think that's something in the big house there, wouldn't you? But like they've actually cut out this church wall, they put that in. They wouldn't really do that now, would they? But that's why I think there's a memorial tablet. Maybe he's not even buried in this graveyard. It could be anywhere in the Commonwealth, anywhere in the Empire, back then, Empire. I could have died anywhere in the Empire. And they put that up to remember him by, because you think if one of the family would have a grave like that. It's not even English, it must be Latin. Is it English or what, or a mixture? 17. No, JJ. 30. Trying to hide the date. I don't. I wouldn't be laughing with it. HOC NONUMENTU. See, I get monument, but is that the Latin way of putting it? I don't know. I say I can't even read English yet. I won't read anything else. That's all the sinners had to gather in there. Still a wee bit of plaster in the wall. Not much left. So them there, it's all built with bricks, the walls. So you think maybe they originally had big stone lids or something on them. But there's no signs of any leftovers, is there? That's a pretty big grave. That'd probably have a big bronze plaque on it and somebody staged it. Scrap metal. Well, I don't know if this is a church for our newcomers. Would the workers of the place be buried here? Or is this just their private chapel? I don't know. The wee one at the back looks ancient, doesn't it? The wee stone one compared to the side one does. So again, this day when that was there, you wouldn't have all these big trees on top of it. Plenty of windows with them, plenty of light. That would hardly be the original door frame. But woodworm on it now. Good as you got a shovel and shovel out all this crap. Where'd you find a floor? And here, Pep. So anytime I go to church, Pep is when the lion ruins. Yeah, so originally there would have been plastered walls and all here. 3 big windows that side there. 1 window this side. 1 window in the back. Small one in the front, probably the altar all above it. Funny thing is, that's probably one of the smaller windows. The one in the main. Now, church today, that would be where the biggest window would be. Sometimes wonder where the boys who built this were they're buried. Size of some of them big stones, like. Well, it's all new, isn't it, Pep? It's all new to my guy. It's funny how these wee walls and all go crooked now. You think today, if you build a building, you'd have your walls going level with the building, wouldn't you? They didn't even try to make it square. Like, bear in mind they owned all the land. I wonder if this land was holy even before they built the house here. Hey, that wee tree there, look at the age of that wee tree. They were probably in that church and they planted that tree. Ah, tree, hey, listen to some really crap going on. The outside was all rendered as well. Must have had damp problems. The wee back windows, there's 2 wee back windows. It makes you wonder, would they have a screen or something between that? Would that back room have been divided? Probably was, you know. Maybe a clergyman was in there with wee robes and stuff and all that there. He didn't need the heat. He was getting paid to save their sons. And the rest of the family, they had the big church. Because unlike other churches, you don't have a wee room off to the side. This is one of the windows here. There only is the one window on this side for whatever reason. See all the wee stones they built up by. Didn't use big stones for that to get the angle right. So this is wrong, these big things grow out of them and just bust the walls apart. Look at the size of that tree there, still anchored into that wall. Some weight pulling on it, isn't there? Saying that's rooted in there too. That's some height of a tree. Hey Luna! Where's my Luna gone? Where's my Luna gone? Luna! Oh, Luna's done a runner. Pretty sorry for poor Luna today. She hasn't had much of a day yet. I don't think I'm going to rush back to Fermanagh. I know it's not Fermanagh. It's County Tyrone. What the problem is. The City Council. Dogs on leads. Is she here? Are you playing hide and seek, Luna? Oh, don't tell me she's gone in there too. Luna! But you think in them days they always like things to look right. You think when they built that wee buttress on there, they put one on the other side just to make it look equal. It must have looked a bit funny on this day. Luna! She causing chaos and mayhem, is she? There's one of them wee counters there on the road. Counts traffic. Luna! Where's she gone now? Luna! She away walking herself in the woods. Luna! She's been doing so well up to the last week. She's done a couple of real stupid things since last week. I think there's going to be another one now. Luna! I'm away! It's not bells I need, it's an air horn. No, she's too far away wherever she's gone. Luna! Luna! Now I'll turn this off now, check what time it is. Last time I thought she was about 25 minutes. I looked back at the tape, it was 15 minutes she had gone. 2:54 now. Come out the road, Luna's way down there like a freak. Luna! Fuck me, like. Half a mile down the road. Luna! Luna is back again, soaking wet. She came out of there, so I thought I'd seen her run across this road here. Soaking wet. The thing is, if she gets stuck in something, she does do a wee squeal. I didn't hear no squeal. 6 minutes past 3. Can't mind what time. 10 minutes gone anyway. Let me see, is that a wee bit of a bridge there? So she's got soaked crossing. There must be a wee stream in there. It must have been in that wee stream. But she came out through the brambles and all. See, that's why if they went to the effort of building that wee bridge back in them days, they must have had a reason for going down there, so they had. Or would that been the forestry? Is it a pipe or is it a bridge pit? I can't really see from here. We'll take a wee look at the house pit. Then we'll do the black circle. Completely covered in ivy. You see nothing of it. But it was still brilliant. If you went around the back, you could still get into it. But they wired it all off. Makes you wonder when something becomes a ruin. When will it be that you can walk around that like the church? As it is now, it looks like it's going to fall down. There's the walled garden in front. It doesn't have 4 walls, did it? Where it originally had 4 walls, I don't know. But you sort of get a better layout. I've never noticed that pond before. There's your walled garden and the pond, the wee walk coming down, your fancy trees. It would have been nice on this day, like. It would have been a nice wee spot. Sometimes some of these houses have a couple of walled gardens. This is the only walled garden I know of here. But so they don't have 4 walls on it. So I was saying now, looking at that and the pond in there, that wall is just a wall for the garden. It's not a walled garden. They weren't growing vegetables in there. I say I've gone through that hole before, never knew nothing about it, but now I see them trees in the back in the pond. There's the house in front there now. You wouldn't see it. You see, you know they always say you can't see the forest with the trees in front of you? But you see all that greenery? That's the house. That's not trees in front of the house. That is the house. That's the ivy on the house. Some growth on it, like. When I first came here years ago, I still had the wee black wooden boards on top of the wee windows. The wee I don't know, wee Gothic type windows. I don't know what they would be. Somebody's planted a tree. That spoils it all now, that fence. Right up! So I still used to be able to see the top of the window. You see the top of that window, the far window. That's the only one you see the top of. And the wee wood's gone now, like. But I was inside that wee wing there. Nothing on it, decoration. These wee wings put each side just to make the house look grander. They brought 2 wee walls out and 2 wee towers. That's your front door. All for looks. I say the most interesting part of the house was down this side here. I don't think you had to go the lower path to get this. And like you see, like it is dangerous now, like. But like, why did they let the ivy grow so tall? For the, you know, normally they cut the ivy at the bottom. So they know ivy's going to destroy the house. Why let it do it? Oh, it's a wee bit overgrown there, isn't it? See, I think that's completely closed off now, that out fence. Used to be able to walk there, you see. We'll go around the other side, Pip. We'll go around the other side. Up we go. But down in the water, the wee place he brought the boat on, and it's a wee, like a wee disturbance tunnel. And wee steps and all go down, so that's where the disturbance and all would have. I think it's a wee bit of fish for the dinner. That's where they had to go out. But often wondering these big houses, you'd have had, imagine the laundry maids, them out white sheets and stuff, and then scrubbing them on the scrubbing board. They're using their bare hands and out soap that was probably made of wheel fat or something like that, like. And they're doing that all in a group like Belfast type of sinks, and they're doing that all day, like. And out stone floor. And then you have somebody then on a wee boat going out and catch a couple of fish. He did it handy, didn't he? How you doing? The boy going out catching a couple of fish. He had a handy job, so he had. Or the gamekeeper going out to shoot a rabbit. Anyway. I thought the men all worked hard in them days. And the women then scrubbing away. You see, you think if that was dangerous and going to fall, that wee wire fence is not going to stop it falling on top of you. You see the wee slots along the windows? There was nothing in there. It's just pure luck. And maybe the gardener kept a wee spade of bucket or something in there, maybe. Maybe kept some coal, maybe handy for the fire. That is the house. There's one that's all along there. Well, looking down on the views and all. Oh, there's the view. You know, that would have been a bit of a garden. The forestry haven't planted trees there. I imagine years ago they kept the grass cut with a lawnmower. Everything else now don't bother the house. So it must have originally been open. But on the other hand, there's some wildlife living in that wee house. You take all the wee spiders and all the wee slithers and things and wee snails. Oh, it's really packed with life. Then I want to get down to this house. Well, that's way down. I'll go down to the house and then I'll walk the lake the other way. I always try and close things off, but there's always other ways in. You see, when you want to close something off, wire fences don't keep you out. They should plant brambles. See brambles? See that there's been cut out for something there. You plant brambles. Even like a me won't try and get through a bramble. That's the original house there, then this extension's put on. I was around that extension there a few years back. Some of the wee rooms and all underneath. And you can see where originally the outside wall was rendered and all before that was put on. So there's one of the places there where we had a boat. There's some of these dug out here for boats here, you see. See the walls dug outside. Obviously that tree wouldn't have been there. They might have even had a stone ramp going down on. So I imagine you could drag your boat up and set the boat up here in the dry, but there's a few of these around here. But there's one up here where it's a wee tunnel going to the servants into the house. I went up that wee tunnel one time. See another wee one cut out. You see there, look there now, look. See the tunnel going up in there? That tunnel's as good as the day it was built. You go into that wee tunnel then, it's got wee steps in into the main house. You see how far the main house is back compared to the tunnel. There's a whole dose of wee rooms and all built underneath.